I'm going to teach you a major loophole that the credit bureaus do not want you to know about. I don't know if you remember, but Experian had a data breach, and then of course Equifax had a massive data breach. They actually had two, and then TransUnion also had a data breach. It is one of the craziest times in American history that we can't trust our information with anyone. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The credit reporting agencies don't care about protecting our information. They don't care about helping you fix your credit. They are in the business of selling your information to subprime lenders. It is a billion-dollar business to sell your personal information, all of your data, to all of these subprime lenders. Literally billions of dollars are made every year by the big three credit reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And I always hear people in the comments saying, oh, but they told me this. Oh, well, the credit reporting agency said this. Why would you trust them when they don't care about you? They are in the business of selling your data. A great example, Experian has this Experian Boost to help you boost your credit score, but people are not paying attention. It's hooking up to your bank account, and it's literally gathering all that data so they can sell it to other subprime lenders. They sell all of your information to make money off of it. They're not making money from selling credit reports and credit scores. That is a small portion of how these credit reporting agencies make money. So it's our job to make sure that all of our information is accurate and complete. This is one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of credit repair agencies, and let's be honest, all these amateur credit repair companies are making. They're not paying attention to what I call the meat and potatoes. The basic of the basic on a credit report is always ignored. Your name, your social security number, your actual date of birth on your credit report. It's important that you only have one, the one that actually belongs to you. But these credit repair people never look at that because they don't ask for the annual credit report, because when you pull your credit report from a third-party credit monitoring company, you can't see the data that is directly with the credit reporting agency, and that's a huge problem in credit repair. So on today's episode, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to look for so you can see if the credit reporting agencies have screwed up and mixed up your credit reports. Because if they have, everything on your credit report is in question at that point. So if you have any collections or charge-offs, guess what? All of those items are also going to be in question if they have mixed up your credit profile. So I want you to pull a copy of your credit reports, but I want you to get them from annualcreditreport.com, because those are directly from the credit reporting agencies, and you can get your credit report right now once a week for free. They changed it ever since COVID, and they decided to leave it that way, which is awesome. But you want to pull your Experian, your Equifax, and your TransUnion directly from annualcreditreport.com. Download it as a PDF, but I want you to save it, and then we're also going to pull 3 other credit reports, because the information is not just there, it is in other locations that you may not be aware of. There is another company called Clarity. Clarity is like a subsidiary company of Experian. It's powered by Experian. So they've created another company, and we want to pull our Clarity report also. Next up, we want to pull our SageStream report. Now you get that SageStream report, and then next you want to pull your Inovis credit report. Each one of these are going to be 100% free. You want to pull them, download them as a PDF, and save them in your computer. Or you can also just save them on your actual phone if you want to in the file section. I want you to pay attention to the name that is on your credit report. Now, it's okay for there to be misspellings. That's not a big deal. That's common. It's not actually against the law. But there should not be a completely different other name. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? But I'm telling you, a lot of people never pay attention to this. It's insane. It's the first thing that I look at when I'm looking at a credit report. I look at the names to make sure that they actually match the person that I'm looking at. Then next, you want to look at the social security number. Now remember, you can only see this at these specific ones, so that's why it's important that you pay attention to it. Make sure that it is only your social security number, and that's it. Next up, you want to look for your birth date. So look at your date of birth and make sure that it actually matches yours, and there's not another one that's not yours on there. If you're someone that has a twin, or you're an actual junior or a senior, you want to make sure that there's not that other person's actual social security number on your credit report, because this happens more than ever when people are a junior or a senior. Last part's the most important. Now here's the big question. Why does this matter? Because if your credit report is mixed by someone else's or it's merged with someone else's information, then you may be entitled to thousands of dollars worth of damages. Because it's supposed to be the #1 priority to keep your information safe and to keep it from being mixed up or merged with anybody else's files. It doesn't matter if it's a family member or a complete stranger. Your credit file should be just your information and nobody else's. It is one of the biggest violations that anything can have on a credit report. But why does this matter? It's a huge deal because your personal information is one of the most valuable things out there and you cannot have it breached. So if it's merged with somebody else's information, then that possibly means that your information may be on their credit report. It could be your date of birth or your social or some of your actual credit accounts. And also pay attention to that. Pay attention to the accounts that are on your credit report. If they look like they're not yours and you have a different social security number, then guess what? You have a bigger problem on your hands. Now, the big question is, how do we fix this situation? You're gonna have two options here. You can dispute it with the credit reporting agencies, or you can take them to small claims court directly. You don't necessarily have to actually dispute when you have a mixed or merged credit profile, or you're a victim of identity theft. But you generally do wanna send at least one round of disputed letters out, because that's gonna show them that, guess what? I actually communicated with you and told you about the issue and you didn't fix it. I was actually a victim of a merged file and it took about 3 letters and they were about to get sued, and then unfortunately they reversed it and took the item off of my credit report. The other person's complete name and complete social was removed from my credit report right before that we were about to file the lawsuit. And I had no idea, I had no clue, because I had never paid attention to that information. I was like, yeah, it's just a misspelling. And I was like, hold on, what is that another social? Is that another date of birth? What is that? I had no clue that this was a huge thing. And this is one of the biggest secrets, because the credit reporting agency doesn't want you to know that this information is very damaging and it's going to cost them a lot of money. Now, you can find a local consumer law attorney in your area and just literally tell them, hey, I believe I'm a victim of a merged file or a mixed file, or link is going to be in the description for our attorney program. If you are in fact a victim of a merged file or a mixed file because you have a social security number that's not yours on your credit report and a date of birth that's not yours on your credit report, then reach out to us. We don't charge anybody for any merged or mixed files. We try to get you all of your reports and we get you to the legal team as fast as we possibly can. Same thing with a victim of identity theft, because this is a serious matter. We don't know who has your information and if your information is on another credit report, and it needs to be handled expeditiously. But remember, you need to pay attention to your Clarity report, your Sage Stream, and your Innovis report, because these are 3 emerging credit reporting agencies that are being used more than ever. So you want to make sure that that information is accurate and it's not mixed up there also, because they're going to be held accountable also, because I'm willing to bet money if you find it on Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, it's going to be on those other credit reporting agencies also. If you do reach out to our company, make sure that you let our team know that you are a victim of a mixed or merged file, and we're going to need to see those reports to make sure to confirm it that it is accurate. We're not just going to fall for someone's scam out there that you're like, oh, I'm a victim, and then you're not. We don't play those kinds of games, and that's just not cool, just to be honest with each other here, okay? I also want you to pull your LexisNexis report. Now, this is the report that is used more than anything for auto insurance. And anytime that you've had any auto insurance, they track you with this specific report. And I was an actual victim of a mixed file with them also, and we were actually able to catch them. And guess what? They had to pay the piper because my information was mixed with multiple people on my LexisNexis report. It was like 300 pages, and about 50 of those pages were not mine. It was none of my information. So let's recap here. You want to pull your annual credit report for Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. It's 100% free. You want to pull your LexisNexis report also. They're going to actually have you order it, and then they're going to send you a letter in the mail with the code. You need to use that code within 30 days, because if you don't use it, it will expire. Then you have to do it all over again, and they have to send you a whole other one in the mail. It's the dumbest process ever. But also, you want to pull your Clarity report, then you want to pull your Sage Stream report, and you want to pull your Innovis credit report. This is 7 credit reports that you should pull to make sure that all of the information is accurate and complete. Now remember, because your information has been breached and it is mixed or it is merged, now everything on your credit report is under question with the credit reporting agency. It doesn't matter if it's a charge-off or a collection. Guess what? There's a possibility they're gonna have to delete everything from your credit report because they're gonna be sued, and they don't want that noise. They don't want that level of smoke. So I just want to come here and bring you this information because I feel like nobody ever talks about this, and it is very vital on every single credit report. I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered a huge one about mixed and merged files. Make sure that you watch the next video because it is about Navy Federal's $80,000 credit card, and you might want to learn about it. Now, if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.